Hi everybody, my name is Joanna. I'm from Poland. I'm from a southern part of Poland, Wrocław, but now I live and work in Warsaw, at the capital city of Poland. I am a child therapist. Currently I'm working with kids with autism, and I work in a small organization that provides treatment and therapy to kids with autism from age 2 till age 9 years old. I'm working on the position of a senior autism therapist, which means that I have my own clients and I design therapeutic programs for them and train the team that is working with the child in order to teach the team how to provide the therapy. In my work, I am also in charge of giving trainings for teachers that are working in preschools and primary schools, and also give a training to parents because they really need support in teaching their children new skills in natural home environment. I started my journey with working as a child therapist in California almost 3 years ago. I applied for a student exchange program which allowed me to travel into different countries, meaning North Wales and California, where I learned about behavioral analysis, which is an approach that is used to treat children with autism. And because of this exchange program, I was allowed to travel and also study in California and work in a school which is called the Candle Center. And this school provides therapy for kids 5 days per week, 7 hours per day. So I was allowed to do an internship in this school, which gave me the first insight to the work, and I saw the progress that kids were making there, and that the behavioral analysis is an approach that is really effective in helping kids to learn new skills and help them cope in everyday life and meet new friends and be more independent in their life. And that inspired me to continue my work in Poland. That is why when I came back from California to Poland, I decided to move from Wrocław to Warsaw because there were not so many job opportunities for me in my hometown, and there were opportunities to develop my skills as an autism therapist in Warsaw. That's why I decided to move to Warsaw, and I live in Warsaw for the last 2 years, and I'm really happy to give my knowledge and all the things that I've learned in America to the people, and especially kids who are living in Warsaw. And so, as I've mentioned before, I come from a smaller town in southern Poland, which is called Wrocław. It's a beautiful town that I'm really connected to, but there are not so many places to treat autism in this particular place. So my biggest dream is to come back from Warsaw to Wrocław and establish my own organization that would provide treatment to kids with autism. But my biggest dream is to make the organization bigger in terms that it will not only provide the therapy for kids, but also the training for teachers working with kids with special needs in preschools and in primary schools, and also make support groups for parents, because I think that this part of my work is really important. Since I'm working with kids, I'm also working with parents, and I realized recently that there is not enough support for parents, because having a child with special needs, it's really difficult for both for the child and for the parents. And we cannot forget about the parents, because they had a lot of needs and they need a lot of support. So that is the second part of the work that I would really love to do. So I found my work at the same time challenging and rewarding, but always it's more rewarding than challenging. And what inspires me the most is the progress, when I see the progress that children are making when they are learning new skills. For example, how to play with another child, how to play boarding games, how to tie their shoes, or how to start to write their name, or how to read, or even simple things, how to say hello to another person. That's really rewarding. I think that the most rewarding part of my job is when I teach children how to communicate with other people. It can be communication by using language and by speech, but also by using other types of communication tools. So this is the most rewarding part, when you can see that children start to communicate with other people, and this is something that is really important to me. Besides, what also makes me really happy is when I see that the families are happier, and that the parents are motivated to work with their kids. The teachers are motivated to work with their pupils when they see when they see the progress the child is making. It gives them energy and extra motivation to work with kids. So it's not only my work, but also inspiring others to continue the work, even if they're not continuing with me the work because they don't have money or they don't have time. I try to teach them how to do it at home, or how to find another sources of support, but it's just important to keep them motivated and give them positive energy to continue with what they're doing. I applied for advanced digital change-making training organized by Warsaw Poland about almost 1 year ago, and I was happy to be accepted as one of the participants. That is when I met Sabina, my mentor. She did a really good job in helping me and going with me through the training, and this training was a big step for me, because first it allowed me to understand and believe that my ideas are worth something, and that people believe in my ideas, which is really important in the type of job that I'm doing. Besides, it gave me a lot of self-confidence and a lot of courage to share my ideas. That was really important for me, because before I wasn't that sure if the things that I want to do are possible for me, and they told me that everything is possible and that my ideas are worth sharing and are achievable to me. So I'm really thankful to all the WordPulse team that they gave me this courage that I have now, and this confidence to share my ideas. The next step, I think, that I would like to achieve probably would be to start my organization, but by really small steps. First, I'm thinking about opening a preschool in my hometown Wrocław, probably starting with one small group of children, probably around 6 children to start with, and then I hope that it's gonna grow bigger and bigger, meaning that we'll provide another group of children, then another one, maybe open an additional organization that would provide a therapy, which is a little bit something different a bit, and also then extend to other fields. But for me now it's really important to take it step by step and start with the preschool, with this amount of children that I can provide good treatment. I think there are 2 important things that we need to bear in mind. First thing is that in terms of providing a treatment for kids with autism, it's very important to find a treatment that is really effective. We call it evidence-based treatment, and you can find information online about those type of treatments that are really effective. So you don't spend your time and your money on something that doesn't give your child any advances and even can be sometimes harmful. So a big part of my job is also to inform other people about the evidence-based treatments which are effective and provide the best care for the children. The second thing that is really important is the fact that we need to remember the importance of including children with special needs into mainstream education. This allows them to learn more. This is really important so they don't feel isolated, their parents don't feel isolated, and it gives them more opportunities to learn and to feel included, feel wanted. So this is something that I would really also like to achieve, to see more kids with learning disabilities going to mainstream schools, but also be a part of their community, being able to go to the playgrounds, to go for birthday parties, to spend time with their friends, basically. So this is the thing that is really important to remember, that including kids is something crucial. But it's not only beneficial for the kids with learning disabilities, it's also beneficial for the other people that are surrounding them, because it makes us more aware of the difficulties that those people have, and it's a great lesson of tolerance and understanding. So it's beneficial for both sides, I think, and that's why I would love to see more people with learning disabilities be engaged in communities they live in.